see my brand new horizon. The world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time. And it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low, shake it low. The new sound has been found. And yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. I'm born in a million. Just don't stop. Born in a million. Born in a million.
It's one of the NFL's newest venues, but it's already earned a reputation as one of its best. This is US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And off we go from Minneapolis. Here's a return from the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. He's taking a shot on his first play. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Man in motion out of the slot. That's completed out to the right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of timing. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
3rd and long for him here. Forced out to his right. Made the throw as he was getting hit wrong, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Chris Olave. And that brings up 4th and goal. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Levis. Finds his fullback. will head out of bounds after a small gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Levis here on first down. Locates Jefferson along the sideline, complete. And he's out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Levis now off the play fake. Throw caught at the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Jacobs has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Levis. Quick slant complete. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when he could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Bass now to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. Chased out to his right. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. To throw here on 1st down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. And the Vikings rush brings him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming. coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this is going to stick them deep on their own side. That's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Levis from the shotgun. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Now they'll try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Saints push their lead to 3. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. After that pick, here's Levis. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Throwing now on 1st down, Levis. Complete out to the right. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Running on 1st here with Jacobs. He takes a pop and the ball comes out. And the Saints grab it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle.
We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play. Escapes the pocket. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Got 46 on his first punt, and this one's pushing a little more distance. Collects this at the 32. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. He picks up 16 on the good return. And it's going to be Vikings football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And this run doesn't quite reach enemy territory. Tackled at midfield. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, Levis. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Man, that was a chain mover if he would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play, and then all of a sudden in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately there just comes a time where you've got to understand where you are on the field, right? Hey, I'm trying to make a play. I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you can give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field and just get rid of the ball.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
At the 30-yard line.
Levis to the air now. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Throwing is Levis on 3rd down. He'll get this to Jefferson. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a gain of 22. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the play fake, it's Levis. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And he's chased all the way to the sideline and out of bounds near the line of scrimmage.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Here he is on 3rd and long. On the move, headed right. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
4th down, here's Levis. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. They're set up at the 35 now. Levis now on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Minneapolis. The Vikings with some work to do, trailing in this game. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 21. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and could get 2 hands on it the next time.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Bass now to kick this away. Starting from the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They're out and set. 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Miller. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set. This is complete to Olave. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Back now, pressure on its way. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints get some late points and the lead. Lining up now to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints jump in front now by 5. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, like 13, like 13. Diamond. Army.
Shotgun handoff for Allen. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, that play might not have gotten the first, but I don't think they're disappointed with the result. It's got good yardage, and it was a nice change of pace for the ground game.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Like 49. 23 window.
Now Levis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. 65 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will get set to take over. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Like 54. Yeah, like 54.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that drink, you got to chill.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here's Levis. Throw left side, complete. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory.
It's the game of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And the Saints go in nickel. Third down. Shotgun now for Levis. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. And that makes it fourth down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. They'll go Levis. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The defense takes its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
First down, New Orleans.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield now. Getting out to his left. He's keeping it. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They stick with Jacobs. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. 2 yards on the pickup. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Putting a receiver in motion. Levis here on first down. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Throw reeled in by Allen. And he's tackled for no gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Third and short yardage, Levis. Here's a loft deep down the middle. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. Trying to find his tight end. And that brings up 4th and short.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Like 24.
He'll throw it. And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on 4th down.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Throwing now on 1st down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
2nd and 10 now. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
From the gun on 3rd down. That's complete to Wilson. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Now, after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Still sticking with the passing game. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. The tip definitely broke up that throw. So 2nd down coming up.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
Slot man in motion right. And he's brought down for a loss.
Any tackle for loss hurts, Kate. They hurt that much more from a defensive back. Those guys typically are better in coverage, and you've got to find a way to make a miss in the backfield.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. He's going to throw this one. Don't try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back to the pick 6. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Oh, here's a pitch to the right. And in a tight game, they turn to the run, and it rewards them with 2. We're all tied up. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Returning it from the 4. He's got a lane up past the 30. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50.
I just love to see that. I love to see the momentum created out of a great special teams play. Look at the fist bumps. Look at the little pats on the butt. Look at the little more juice this offense has now. Set up with great field position.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end left. Play action on 1st down. He's on the move. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Hits him on the out route. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. He connects now for a third time, and that's the biggest of the 3 field goals he's made in this contest. Gives him the lead. Now you turn the keys over to your defense and try and protect it.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. He's got it on the bootleg. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Breaks through, and he might break away. And the Saints are going to take over after the interception.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. We'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there?
It's a New Orleans touchdown. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints make it a 10-point ball game. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Levis out of the pistol. Into the hands of Jefferson. Complete. Running down the left side. Justin Jefferson. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Extra point up and good from Bass. And the Vikings cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Tight end in motion left. They go play action on 1st. Bails out of the pocket quick. Throw wheeled in by Thomas. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing now from the gun. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And the direct snap goes to the up end. He's going to go for it. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just one. A very... They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Man in motion here. From the gun, Levis. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Brian Brzee on the stop. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They'll run for it. Jacobs. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Howard Baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Levis from the shotgun. Throwing the out route complete. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
And that falls incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Throwing his Levis on 3rd down. Catch is made in close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll run Jacobs. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. but you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle from a...
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Vikings take a fourth-quarter lead. Will Levis with the touchdown. Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Vikings take a 4-point lead. Bass now to kick this away. His return starts at the 5. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference.
Put the body on the line for his team. Working quickly here.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Saints first down.
First down from the red zone. This one's caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing it again here. Flushed out of the pocket. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
When you ask a lot of your defenders on that field, it is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact, but before they ever reach the target.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Looking to throw. And he will score. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints take a fourth-quarter lead. Brian Thomas Jr. the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Saints push their lead to 3.
34.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Levis. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now Levis. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Offense up to the line fast. He'll throw it. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Desperation time here on fourth. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. On the draw, it's Pacheco. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Saints holding on to a field goal lead. Back to the line they go. It's second down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Forced out to his right. Oh, he lost the football. Oh, and the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense.
I think that's one of those cases, Kate, where this defense wished that ball was round. You know, it's not, and it bounces in funny ways, and unfortunately for the defense there, it bounces the wrong way right out of bounds.
He'll look to throw it. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. One of the tight ends in motion left. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Just got it away before the hit button. It doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
First and 10 now from the 30. Here he is to throw. Locates Jefferson along the sideline, complete. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
They've got a man in motion. Setting up to pass. Completed over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now the Vikings use their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially no timeouts for him. It's first down. The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially no timeouts for him. It's first down. Back to throw. Chased out to his right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball, it's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Levis throwing again. Escapes out to the left. Oh, he loses the football. And they jump on top of it. Oh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game. So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on third. And he'll be touched down after a big play.